So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the top 5 mistakes e-commerce businesses make when running Google Ads. And what I discovered very quickly is that 80 to 90% of these businesses were falling into the same Google Ad traps that were resulting in them losing thousands and thousands of dollars in revenue every single year. What I want this video to do is serve as a checklist for e-commerce business owners so you can avoid making these same mistakes when it comes to running your Google Ads and actually get a return on your investment. So with all of that being said, let's get into the first major mistake that I've identified. Now, the first thing is having a poor campaign structure. Now, the way you structure your Google Ad campaigns is arguably one of the most important things when it comes to running your Google Ads. Now, too often I've audited Google Ad accounts and I found that all of the keywords are in one campaign and in one ad group, sharing the same ad copy. And similarly, I've seen the same thing with PMax and shopping campaigns where all of the products are in one asset or product group, regardless of their category. Now, this makes it almost impossible to optimize your Google Ad campaigns or have a coherent structure because everything is so disorganized. Now, the way you can fix this is by segmenting your Google Ads account correctly. So for example, when it comes to search campaigns, you will need to clearly define these campaigns by branded traffic, product-based traffic, and competitor-based traffic. And the same thing also applies to your PMax and your shopping campaigns. So for example, you'll want to separate these or segment these based upon their product category. So for example, male versus female or top versus low performing products. Now, once you've correctly segmented your campaigns, this is actually going to allow you to optimize them. This is because you can now begin scaling budgets on specific campaigns or optimizing your bid strategies on specific areas of your account, or tweaking ad copy or optimizing targeting based upon specific areas of your Google Ads account that are performing well or not performing so well. Now, the second biggest mistake I've come across is ignoring search intent. Now, when it comes to Google Ads, not all clicks are created equally. And by that, I mean not every click is going to have the same level of purchase intent behind it. So for example, if you are a luxury skincare brand, like some of our clients, bidding on very broad and generic keywords like best face creams is simply not going to cut it because it's not specific enough. And sure, keywords like this will bring in traffic, but they won't result in as many purchases or sales based upon your website because, again, the intent just isn't there. Now, the way you can fix this is by focusing on keywords that are high intent and are going to drive purchases for your e-commerce business. So for example, instead of targeting a very broad and generic keyword like face creams or even best face creams, we will want to target something like buy best anti-aging face cream for women over 40. So just by making this simple switch, we're able to capture more high quality traffic that is likely to buy from us. Now, one tip on this, the way to go about this is by looking at the problem solution dynamic for your keywords. So in this case, our client is a luxury skincare brand, and we focus on targeting keywords based upon very specific solutions people are looking for to their problems, whether it's anti-aging or acne or hydration, right? Therefore, we can actually target keywords that actually dial into these specific problems, and then it allows us to tap into these very high quality audiences. That's something I would suggest you do as well, and that methodology can apply to any business across the board. So the third mistake that I've identified is not leveraging bottom of funnel audiences. Now, bottom of funnel audiences are typically the most profitable for any business. This is going to include things like targeting your branded traffic or retargeting. And so many Google Ads accounts that I've audited simply don't do this. Now, I actually have a video on some of the best retargeting strategies I use for e-commerce businesses, and I would definitely recommend checking that out. But to summarize, you really want to make sure you're targeting your branded keyword traffic, and you also want to make sure that you're retargeting, doing dynamic retargeting, whether it's on shopping or on display. And if you can, some YouTube retargeting is going to be super duper important as well. Now, the way you want to do this is make sure you're retargeting people who have actually, one, been on your website, but also initiated checkout or added to cart, but they haven't completed a purchase yet. That way you're able to capture pretty much your most valuable audience for your business, and then convert that into sales. Now, moving on to the fourth mistake that I've identified, and that is misunderstanding the data. Now, I've audited so many Google Ads accounts and I've spoken to the owners or the person managing it, and it's clear they don't understand the data that they're looking at and how to take advantage of it and optimize it to actually get more out of their campaigns. Now, understanding where sales are being driven from at the campaign, ad group, keyword, and even the ad level, understanding the devices, the time of day, all of these things are huge treasure troves of data that you need to be able to mine and understand correctly. So again, this is a very broad point, but it's very important. Now, granted, if you are an e-commerce business owner and you're running your Google Ads yourself, you probably don't understand the data to the depths of a specialist, right? So you can be forgiven for that. But understanding this and really taking the time to sit there and go over and learning what is actually driving traffic, what traffic is converting, how much am I paying for a customer, how much am I getting back on that customer, how can I use this data to now optimize my ad account. All of this is going to take you from a very basic structure or a very basic approach to a very advanced approach where your Google Ads account is essentially printing you money. Now, the fifth and final mistake I've seen is not doing enough testing in your Google Ads account. So many Google Ads accounts that I've audited have a set it and forget it mentality, and that's not how Google Ads works. You need to be consistently testing your ad copy, your landing pages, your campaign structures, your match types, so many different variables to understand what is actually going to get you the best results from your Google Ads account. Now, I would say if you're doing this yourself, start from a top-down level. Start at the campaign level, see what you can test, whether it's two different types of campaigns, maybe testing different keyword variations or different products, and then work your way down all the way to the website itself, whether you're switching out things on the landing pages or playing around with different offers, whether it's discounts or Black Friday deals, for example, to really understand your customer and what makes them convert into a paying customer. Great, so I really hope that was helpful, and I really hope this gave you a blueprint for avoiding some really detrimental mistakes when it comes to running your Google Ads account. Now, if you are interested in learning more and would like me to personally audit your Google Ads account, feel free to book a call using the link in the description, and I will personally take a look to show you how you can generate more revenue from your Google Ads campaigns. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the next video.